Hey guys, this is Crazy Kylo bringing you the Uncharted 2 Crushing Glitchless guide for chapter 26. This video will cover the general route, include the Laz fight, and also an explanation of anything you need to know in the final chapter. So with that, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the final chapter. It's pretty much just a little bit of movement and then right into the Laz fight. So immediately you're going to roll once and then jump, and cancel roll and then just kind of jump. If you jump at the top here, you'll just like roll down this ledge and get a roll basically into the cutscene. Then the one thing to note, if you're practicing, you will start on resume, but if you're doing a normal run, you'll actually be on skip movie already. So you can just hit, like you'll just be able to hit X, you won't have to menu through this. And then the one thing I'm going to talk about now is there's two different variations of this fight. It's kind of RNG dependent. So I'm going to try to show the first one that I've just found it to be a little bit safer and a little bit easier. But it also, I guess, because of that, it's slightly slower. But that's the first one I'm going to go to show. So immediately, you're going to throw a grenade off this tree, and you're going to shoot until you have 50 bullets left. So regardless of what you're doing, you will always do that. So the RNG part is if you trigger phase 1 with that or not. So I didn't, so that's the fight I want to do. So you're going to pick up that ammo and you're going to climb up onto where I'm at now. And then you're just going to shoot one bullet to blow up the tree right here. And that will push him into phase 2. No! And then once we're in here, you're immediately going to light him up until he's like close and he jumps up. So light him up. He jumps up. You're going to roll down. And you're going to light him up. So for whatever reason, he doesn't generally jump down. He'll stand on the ledge, but he'll kind of just like get stuck here. I don't know why. And you're going to shoot like a clip to like maybe a clip and a half at him. And then you're going to shoot this. And that should trigger the next phase. And then the one thing to note, so after you've done this twice, so we're like phase 3, whenever he gets into his phase 3, he's immediately going to throw grenades. So we can use that to our advantage, because that means he's not going to be shooting at us. So we can just literally unload an entire clip into him right here. So I'm going to spam R1 to reload, because he's going to take a second. And now I'm just going to light him up. And he actually didn't do it, which is weird. Normally he will throw grenades, but you could see he wasn't shooting at me because his phase 3 is a little bit different. And so, like, basically what that allows you to do, you're going to shoot most of your clip into him, and then you're going to shoot the explosive. Generally, he'll throw grenades, and you can actually time it, so you go into this little cutscene as, like, there will be a grenade at your feet, you'll shoot that, and then you'll go into this, and that will actually bypass, like, you having to deal with the grenade. And so this is the last phase, so he's immediately going to run at you. So what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of, like, turn, or you have 2 of these here, so, I actually didn't realize I had no ammo, but if you can shoot the top one, I think that will catch him, and that will at least slightly slow him down. Otherwise, like when you jump across this, make sure you shoot the one on the right. That one will always hit him, even if he's like mid-air jumping. And then like your pistol's fine at this point, so light him up. He's gonna run, and yeah, if you do it fast enough, like you just have to basically do enough damage, you'll stop there. He didn't throw a single grenade, which is weird. Normally you'll see some grenades. But if you don't get it at that one, there's one behind you. I'll show it in. I'll show like potentially some of the other routing you can do if you don't get it like right there. Okay, so I'm back in phase 3. So I'm going to show this probably a little bit more drawn out or more normal. But yeah, you can see he threw a grenade, and I lit him up, and then I saved my last bullet until he was basically as close as possible. So now I'm gonna jump over here. So that hit him, and now he's running. So I'll shoot that, and so now we come this way. So one thing to note is you're gonna roll if you can. Try to roll and pick up the ammo and the grenades. So there's kind of a couple pathings here. It's really tough to honestly like go up this branch here, but if you can, you're gonna go up the branch. Depending on his speed, you're gonna turn around and just throw a grenade. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Like you throw one like kind of close. That did hit him, but you could see like it was pretty far away. But if not, like I could have shot, like you'll just go past that blue thing on the tree that was next to me. You'll shoot that, and that would have triggered him. If that still doesn't get it, you're actually gonna go below the tree and wrap around, and there's one there. You kind of just, you're gonna maneuver your way through. You won't do another lap, so you really only ever should do one lap. If you do complete a lap, you'll just go underneath, and there's like plenty of them there. Okay, and so now I'm back at the beginning of the fight, and I'm gonna try to show, well, I will show it. It's probably just gonna take resets to do it, because this again is just an RNG thing. So there's a second way how this fight can go. And sometimes the grenade at the beginning, when you throw, like in combination, like you're always going to shoot until you hit 50 bullets. For whatever reason, like sometimes a grenade will just do enough damage that will actually trigger him to go into his phase 2. Which sucks, because usually when he comes out of phase 2, he immediately starts sprinting. So you throw a grenade, let's see if it can happen right here. So it didn't happen. So I'm going to restart this, and then I'm going to cut it back until I get to that point. Okay, so it actually happened the next attempt. So basically what happened is he's going to jump up on the ledge, and then you'll just go into this. You're still going to roll and pick up the ammo, but the routing slightly changes. And this is why I feel like it's harder, is because you have to take a completely different path, and you're way closer to him. So it just, like, the phase 2 is really uncomfortable because he's always sprinting. But immediately now we have that one branch available. We're going to shoot it immediately. So as soon as we can, you're going to shoot that, and you're going to come this way towards the fire, and you're going to climb up right here. And then you're going to wait a sec, and you're going to shoot this, and then pick up the ammo and stuff. And I didn't mean to do that, but as soon as he climbs up, now you're going to lay like a clip into him. And then when he drops down, you're going to jump, and you're going to hold R2 to shoot the branch to my right. If you wait until you drop to shoot it, it will probably blow up naturally. So that's why you have to do it midair. But that's what makes it tough, is like you really need to get that. Yeah, so you can see, like, if you shoot too early, you just kill yourself because you're standing next to it. Okay, so I got it again. It's weird because, like, basically what's happening is you're doing enough damage with the M4 that by the time the grenade goes off, that puts you past the trigger point for the next phase, because you can only trigger each next phase when you do explosive damage. But like, it's just RNG really, because you're going to be shooting the same number of bullets at him each time with the M4. It's just really how much damage the grenade does. But so again, you'll shoot this immediately. You're going to come over here. You're going to wait a second. So he actually got that before, which kind of sucks, but you're going to lay into him. And then you're going to jump, and you're going to, like, you can see I jumped, and then I turned, and I just, like, held R2. So that's what makes this harder, is because you need to get him here. Obviously, like, I don't know. I think he blew up that other one. But that's the one thing that's nice, is it generally does take more ammo with the M4 to trigger his states, but you have 2 of these blue things to blow up before this one. If you just shoot the 3 blue ones and don't shoot him, it's actually not enough, weirdly enough, so you do need to shoot him with the M4. And then from this point, this is going to be really similar to the other route. So same spot, now you're just going to lay into him. So you still should be able to trigger that one, and you could also hear I got the reload, so that's good. Normally he jumps down and he'll follow. I don't know why he did that, but shoot that. That hit him as well. He is on my butt right now, but you can see, like, you can kind of see, like, just shoot them and just kind of always be running. Normally he doesn't completely full send in phase 4, but you can see it can still work. But like, ideally with both, they end right here. Like you could see in the first one, I still got it to finish right here, even though I missed one of the blue things. It's really just like, if you do miss him, you need to be putting a lot more bullets into him. But that's kind of how both of them play out. Again, the first one's way safer. I generally, like, it's a little frustrating when you get this route, because it is tougher and you have to do a little bit different pathing. But, I mean, it's just, he was directly on top of the grenade, really, when it went off. That's, I think, what it is. But once you do that, you're just going to skip movie. At this point, you're pretty much done. You're just going to kind of run this way. I hug the right here, minimize the jump. I'm gonna jump right here, so that's not something you actually have to do during a speedrun. For whatever reason, when you do this, like, I don't know if it happens in campaign, but if you do a practice speedrun, for whatever reason you stumble right there in a practice speedrun, but you don't in the normal game. Really weird. And then when you make this jump, you're gonna go backwards. And then this, the first jump is just straight, so you'll jump off this little peak here, and then you're gonna head to the left. And this will just minimize your jump here. And then this jump, you just got to make sure that you make the jump at the edge and you don't miss. And then as soon as you get to the end, you're going to jump. And as soon as it changes the camera, like from backwards to you see Drake jumping, you're going to RC. And this is going to put you into the last bit, so you're just going to light him up. And as soon as you go into the animation, like he's dead, you go into that animation, you split, and you're done with your run. So the timer will keep going, because the chapter technically ends a little bit after you watch this animation of Chloe saving you. But for the actual run, that's where the timing stops. So that's it for the chapter 26 tutorial. The rest of the video will be a speedrun of the final chapter to see everything put together along with all my inputs. Hopefully these videos have helped, and I'll see you guys hopefully doing some runs.
Sure about that?
You think you can stop me? No! You will not stand in the way of destiny! I will die! Drake! Come on, die! No, I want to die! Holy shit! That's it.